Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about mind power, waking up your power, and the topic for this video is to train your mind, mind fitness, and the mind gym. When it comes to the mind, there are a couple of things that we really have to understand. I hope I managed to cover everything on this short video, but of course there is much more to say about that. But for now, I'm going to just give you a couple of frames that you can use so that your mind really becomes your best ally. The goal here is life mastery, and part of it has really to do with mastering your mind. Mastering your mind doesn't mean controlling it, forcingly, limiting it within a certain set. It is more about taming, connecting with energies and streams and ideas and forces that are actually going to give you direction without limiting you. So when it comes to the mind, the type of objects that we want to have greater influence over are our emotions, our thoughts, and our feelings. Those are what we can call mind objects. And when it comes really to reshaping your mind, it has to do with having a key impact over those three types of objects: your thoughts, your emotions, and your feelings. Now, all these are not fixed. Remember that they are happening within your mind territory, and you are the one who has the greatest influence over what happens to them. Okay? So we have these mind objects: thoughts, emotions, and feelings. And then within your mind you have also a stream of inspiration. Most of the actions that you take, most of the thoughts that you have are always being sponsored by a stream of inspiration which is greater than yourself. This stream of inspiration can be your culture, can be your family, it can be your country, the place where you were born in. It can be your tradition, it can be your education, it can be also in directions which are more strictly positive and empowering. It can be a coaching or mentoring stream. It can be the personal development movement. I mean, when you watch the video like a movie like The Secret or What the Bleep, you realize that just by connecting with these thought forms, with these ideas, eventually it empowers you. So it creates a stream of inspiration which is really changing and shifting key aspects of your mind. It shifts the way you think, it shifts the way you respond to situations, the way you respond to challenges. So this is very important to understand. Other empowering streams are spiritual traditions, right? If you go and isolate yourself in a monastery somewhere in Tibet and learn about wisdom and about mysteries of the mind, then eventually, of course, you are going to connect with a stream of inspiration which is sponsoring then the type of actions that you are going to take in the future. You can, for instance, go and decide to sit in a Zen monastery for some time and decide to train your mind into focusing, into staying steady, unmoved at all times. So all this is part of traditions or streams we live in all the time, and eventually when you take action or when you move in life or when you are having a certain thought or a certain emotion or a certain feeling, most of the times there is a stream of inspiration which is actually sponsoring that type of thought or that type of emotion. It is part of your education, and there is a stream, an empowering stream behind that, and that's something very important to understand. Very often this stream is going to be also maybe related with somebody who is close to you. It can be a parent, it can be a grandparent, it can be somebody, some wise person that you know, who has always been inspiring to you. It can be some form of personal mentor. Okay, all these means that when you are living in life, it's not just you isolated and the rest of the world. There are forces which are touching you, and those forces are the inspiring streams that we are talking about. So once you realize that you have those mind objects, and then you have the sponsoring streams that we mentioned, then the goal is to realize what you want to create is to make sure that your mind is your best ally. So you want to move from self-limiting patterns to self-empowering patterns. You want to move from self-sabotaging to winning attitudes. And all that has to do with consciously reshaping your mind so that your mind functions and really works with you rather than against you. Okay, so this is really the purpose of this video, is to understand first these dynamics, give you a little bit of a mind map or a little bit of a model you can function with, and then realize that once you start impacting on your mind, then you can basically have a greater success, much more fun and pleasure in life, and have greater success at dealing with the challenges that you might be facing. Okay, so in terms of mind training, we have energy techniques, we have release techniques, we have conscious shift of thought patterns. You can choose also your stream of inspiration. It means that choose your books, the books that you have at home, or the music you listen to. Every single one of these objects is sponsored by a certain stream. So some books are going to be inspiring and some others are going to be very depressing. So you have to choose consciously what you surround yourself with. Okay, that's all I can say in this video. This is a short introduction. If you want more on that, go back to vitalcoaching.com/trainyourmind.htm. There is an ebook on this topic and you can go and get it straight away. Also, if you want to work with me, it's vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm. Looking forward to help you further with that. Take care and bye-bye.